The first time my wife said it, I thought I had misunderstood. We were sitting in the living room, the TV buzzing faintly in the background, when she turned to me and spoke almost casually. No more intimacy. I stared at her, waiting for some laugh, some explanation, but none came. Her eyes stayed fixed, unflinching, as if the decision had been made long before she voiced it. Leaning forward, I tried to keep my voice steady. What are you saying? She lifted her shoulders like it was the simplest thing in the world. I don't feel it anymore. I don't want it anymore. From now on, it's over. Those words cut through me sharper than steel. For years we had shared everything. Dreams, struggles, late nights and early mornings. And in one short breath, she dismissed the very bond our marriage was built on. My chest tightened, my throat went dry. Memories rushed in, the sacrifices I'd made, the nights I'd stayed awake for her, the future we once pictured together. All of it seemed to vanish with her indifference. I asked if something had happened, if I had failed her somehow, if there was another reason behind this sudden wall between us. She shook her head, irritated by my questions. It's not you. It's me. I just don't need that part of a relationship anymore. Her detachment hit harder than anger ever could. That was the moment something inside me cracked. If she could discard intimacy as though it were optional, then maybe she had already let go of us. And if she had, why was I still trying to carry the weight of a marriage she no longer valued? I looked her in the eye, my voice calm but resolute. Then your marriage ends here. Shock spread across her face. The calmness disappeared, replaced by fear and disbelief. She hadn't expected such a final answer. Maybe she thought I'd beg, negotiate, or lower myself into accepting scraps of affection. But I had invested too much to be treated like an afterthought. She scrambled, trying to soften her words. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Maybe we can adjust. Maybe we can live like roommates. That word made me laugh bitterly. I hadn't married her to share bills and a roof. I married her to share a life, mind, body, and soul. I stood, hands trembling but my choice clear. I won't stay in a loveless marriage. I gave you my heart, and you're telling me you don't want it anymore. If that's the path you've chosen, then this is mine. The silence that followed weighed heavier than any fight we'd ever had. Then came her tears, her voice breaking as she asked if I was really willing to throw everything away over this. I told her I wasn't the one who threw it away. She had, long before I spoke those words. All I did was respect the truth she'd already laid out. The days that followed blurred into suitcases, dividing possessions, and signing documents. Each step felt like tearing away a piece of myself. But strangely, I also felt something lift. For the first time in years, I wasn't surviving on empty promises and cold touches. When friends and family asked why it ended so suddenly, I never shared the exact words she used. I only said that sometimes a marriage ends the moment one partner stops believing in its core. And once that happens, no amount of pretending can bring it back. Months later, I understood that leaving had been the bravest choice of my life. Staying would have meant shrinking, begging for crumbs of affection, living half a life. Walking away meant opening the door to someone who would value closeness, love, and connection as deeply as I did. Even now, when I think back to that night, I still hear her voice saying, "No more intimacy." But louder than that, I hear my own reply, steady, unwavering. Then your marriage ends here. And I know without doubt that it was the right decision.